Oh, I just pressed the wrong button.
What's up, YouTube? JK is back. This is the setup. Everything all set up finally. I did it over a weekend. It was a kind of a harsh setup, unfortunately. Not wouldn't recommend actually just transferring over a tank. I would definitely recommend just starting a new cycle if you have the space. Unfortunately, I did not have the space to perform a quick cycle, so I tried to transfer over as much water and as much. I actually transferred over all the live rock in the tank of the aquapod, so that way I can get all that beneficial bacteria into this tank, because most of your rock is going to contain most of the beneficial bacteria. It's not actually completely in your water. It's mostly, it stays on your rock and your sand bed. The transfer has some effects. It has some effects on some of my corals. My zoes are not really opened up. My candy canes look a little stressed. I didn't know where to put that guy. My pipe organ is not completely opened. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Some of those roads. My acans, they don't look so acony right now. My clam's doing okay. My AOGs sort of opened up. My frog spawn looks really bad, and if you notice, I got some hair algae on there. Sort of an indication, not a complete indication, that it was a quick cycle going on in my tank, because before I never had any nuisance algae. I had all coralline algae. It's my fish swimming up to the tank. Kind of happy my hippo tang is out of the rock. It hasn't gone back in. It usually runs right back into the rock as soon as it sees me. Maybe because it knew that I took him out the tank and then put him back in. Like I said before, I would not recommend actually doing a tank switch. I would actually recommend, if you do a tank switch, use as much water as possible, but let the tank cycle before you put everything back in. Unfortunately, I did not have, like I said before, I did not, and I repeat, I did not have a place to keep everything for a few days, and I didn't want everything to die because of that. I kept them in buckets. I aerated the buckets, but no light and everything for a few days can kill your corals or have a strong effect. But also, cycling your tank while corals are in there can also have an effect, as you can tell. These rocks, hopefully, get some purple. I got my snails. Trying to pick up the slack. This is the aquapod hood on top of the JBJ. Just for the meantime, until I decide to actually hang the lights, or I have the time. But in the meantime, I don't. I did pick up the MP10. Got a good deal on it. This is the wireless MP10, and it is doing awesome. For my tank, it creates a little wave formation. Highly recommend the MP10. Look how small it is in your tank compared to Coraline, any other pump, basically. The water is getting pumped down to the sump. I'm having crazy evaporation. These hot summer days are causing my water to evaporate. I have to actually run my AC in the bedroom 24/7, which kind of sucks. To try to keep it down. I might pick up a chiller. I'm not willing to spend $400 on a chiller. But I may pick up a chiller used from one of these reforms. If I find one for like $200 less, I'll pick one up. That's my sump. Let me turn the light on for you guys. That's my sump. That's all the live rock that was in my tank originally in the 24. That is my protein skimmer, which I'm going to clean because of all that gunk. Yuck. Since the water level wasn't correct, the gunk just kind of ended up right there instead of inside the cup. Even though the cup did collect a lot of it, if you see, a lot of gunk. My return pump pumping up. I will get a canister, not a canister, a media reactor to help with water clarity. I will be sealing up this stand. If you guys see, it's still open. I will be sealing it up a little bit. The good thing about this sump is it makes a ton of noise if I got evaporation, so I don't really have to check it because I know where my noise level should be. And as soon as I walk into my room, I'll be able to, I'm like, oh, gotta top off, gotta top off. Now guys, an important thing about topping off, you can't just pour water into your tank. It doesn't work like that. You're changing the salinity. Well, you can, but you're changing the salinity so quickly in your tank. What I recommend is getting either an aqua lift or even some airline tubing. Get your gallon of water, put it above, drip it down into your sump. And yeah, drip it down right into your sump until your water level is desired. And but tie a little knot. Make sure it's dripping, guys. Make sure it's not doing it extremely quickly. You're gonna stress out your fish a lot and your corals just because of that that quick change in salinity. It just doesn't happen like that in the ocean. So this is the tank tour, guys. I'll give you an update when everything jumps back and restarts itself. This hair algae is kind of getting me pissed off, but should be cleared up hopefully. I switched to white sand, guys, in case you didn't notice. White sand. I did all bioactivated sand. You really don't want to move the sand bed in your old tank because it'll release some gases and stuff, and it's gonna spike up your nitrates like crazy. So if you're gonna do a new tank, do some new sand. And that's it. Catch you later, guys. Thanks for watching.